Alright, well here's everybody. We're going to give them a flooring change, and then I'm going to show you a way to there's a couple ways, but show you some ways that you can tell if a chick is a rooster or a hen. It's not foolproof, but it'll give you some idea of what your count is. Hens tend to get feathers first, and there's a couple other things you can do. They tend to get feathers on there. So I'm seeing, just from up here, I'm seeing a lot of feathers on wings. We've got a little black one right there. That's a little black chicken. That should probably be one of those, I forget what they're called. The little speckled ones I got like Shorty. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and switch that out real quick, and after I get them switched out, I'll come back on and show you some of those whose hens. It looks like I got a lot of hens in there, but I'd rather have hens than roosters, but I'll be back. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, show you a couple things. See the feathers on her wingtips? Another way they say is their wingtips. This is probably a rooster, but like I said, I know it might be a, don't wiggle now. They say you can tell by their eyes because they'll have a line behind their eyes. I don't know if that's the case. But see, no tail feathers. They say the hens get the tail feathers first. And they say, I don't know if you can see his little wings in the back right here. They're all the same size. A hen tends to have alternating long, short, long, and short. This is probably an older, one of the ones that first hatched. Yeah, I know. If you see this one's eye, it's got a straight line. They say that's a sign of a hen. But see, this one here, I hate trying to do this one-handed because these guys can wiggle pretty good and they'll jump right out of your hands. But it has very undefined wing. I'm not real good at it. I've just seen some people talk about it. Come here, you. See, there's another one. Doesn't have a lot of wingtip feathers. No tail feathers. And no line. So I'm pretty sure that's a rooster. I want to see that real little one. Come here. This one here was so little when it was born, and it had really long legs. I've watched her eat and I've watched her drink. You could see a size difference. She's a lot smaller than everybody else. But it looks like everybody's pretty much, usually you can see, if they got a pasty butt, you usually can see it. It'll be a clump on their backside as they're running around. You don't really have to check every one. But yeah, 11 of them. And pretty much I'll keep them all together, even if they were roosters and hens, until they're a month, 2 months old. And then you can really tell the roosters. You can just tell them. I mean, they're usually the lead one, whoever's the dominant one of the group. It's that one right there. Right? It's hard to do this one-handed. The one right there on the left-hand side. Pretty sure that's a rooster. I see a lot of them in there with feathers. And they say that guy right there that's standing out and pecking at the ground right there in front, I'm pretty sure that's a rooster. See how he's, just by the way he's acting. He's got a little attitude problem already. They're all wanting to scratch. It's so funny. They try to get in the feeder and get in there and scratch the stuff out. And as they get older, they'll accomplish it a little bit, but it looks like we got a half and half maybe. Hopefully we have 7 hens. But yeah, you can see how small she is. I mean, look at the one next to her. I mean, some of them, like the one in the back right there, look at the size difference of those two. She's this little one right in the middle of this frame. She's half the size of that one right there. But anyhow, we got them cleaned up, and we'll just let them stay in here until they're about 2 weeks old, until about the time they're trying to fly out of there. And then I'll take them outside. I got a little pen I built up and put them in with the other chickens so they can get used to each other as these guys are getting older. And all the females here are going to go to Elmer. That'll be his little flock, and I'll move everybody off. And the third, I'm calling him the third, Junior's youngster that's in there with him, I'm going to call him the third. He's going to get a flock too, so and then these young roosters, unfortunately, they're going to go into the pot, because you got to take them before they start crowing at 20 weeks. So like at 16 weeks, I don't need any more roosters. So it is what it is, but otherwise they're pretty cool until then. I'll be back. All right, we got us a grub. We found it in the thing. I think these things will bite you. So, but I know Clyde likes these things. Come here, Clyde. Clyde. Come here. On. He saw it go on the ground. See? He gets quite excited. He knows it's alive, but he's got a peck. He grabs it by the head. You're welcome. I don't want it. I'm not a big hen. He's trying to get a hen to come eat it. You eat it. He's gonna take it over to him. He grabs it by the head and he bites it and shakes it like a dog and a rat until he gets it nice and dead, and then he ate it. There you go. That's what you get for being the guy outside. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to plant my tomatoes and peppers and cantaloupes and watermelon and zucchini and cucumbers and all that good stuff now, because everything's going crazy. This is cabbage, broccoli raw, broccoli, cauliflower. But as you can see, some of these, those are weeds. These are the good ones. I don't know what. Pretty sure those are weeds. Maybe they're not. But see, this one here, that one there is the same as that one over there, and this is a different flower, or leaf. So, but anyhow, I wasn't expecting these to come up quite so good. So I just go ahead and pop them all in. I got tons of these little, whatever you call them, these little flats, and I cut them in half because they're 5 by 20, and they're just too big and floppy. Too much to. But anyhow, that's what I'm basically going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and start transplanting these into individuals, and set them outside, and when they get their second leaf is when you're supposed to fertilizer. But this soil is really good. I just soon not get into the habit of using store-bought fertilizers, so I might just take some of my compost and just mix it with water, and then pour that in the tray and let it when they need water, so that they're soaking that up.